So you heard me already say concepts, tools, and disciplines. And at BOS-UP, we focus on concepts, tools, and disciplines. Think of the pyramid. The concepts are the foundational level. You're going to hear us talk about the 9 core competencies. That's the main concepts that everything is built upon. They form the base of your business operating system. Then the next level up are your tools. Your tools are your mechanics, your software, your systems that are put in place to be able to impact each of the individual concepts that we learn in the beginning. And then finally, the disciplines, the top of the pyramid. That's what you do on a daily, weekly, monthly, annual basis. The best practices, the leveraging of everything that you've learned to be able to move things forward and continually iterate toward your final goal. So concepts, tools, and disciplines of a world-class business operating system. So let's start with the bottom, that concepts foundational level. And with BOS-UP, we focus on the 9 core competencies. Fortunately, that's built into 90 directly. And the 9 core competencies, as you see here, vision. Your company's vision defines your purpose. It provides a framework of who you are, who you want to be. What is your organization? What is your voice? Then customer. Your customer defines your ideal customer profile. Who are you trying to sell to? Instead of selling to everyone, when you focus down on that one set of customer, that one profile that is the most return for your business and the biggest buck for them, that's going to be a perfect setting for you. Goals. Goals clearly define and document where you're heading. Think of it as the lighthouse. You're out at sea, you want to get to that lighthouse. Your goals are going to define where that lighthouse is. Your people. Your people are your workforce. They are what it takes to get you to that lighthouse, to get you to that goal. And you want to have your people set up in a way that they are the right person in the right seat, which we'll talk about later. Your structure helps you to identify what is the right seat, right? What are the functions that your organization has? Most organizations start with 3 functions. You've got your sales and marketing team, you've got your operations team, and you've got your finance team. 3 main functions. As you grow, you may split out sales and marketing. You may split operations between operations and customer success, so delivery and retention. Then you may have your finance split up into finance and HR or finance, HR, and IT, depending on how large your organization are. But the bottom line is you have core functions, and each of those functions should have specific roles, and each of those roles should have accountabilities and responsibilities. That when you put a person in that role, they know exactly what they're supposed to do. Data. Data is how we drive our companies. It's crucial in measuring growth, and it's crucial in leveraging and understanding what are our next steps? What changes or iterations do we need to make? So we'll learn about setting up an effective scorecard and leading with leading metrics. Meetings. A lot of people say, I have too many meetings. Well, it's probably right. You probably have too many meetings and they're probably ineffective and they're probably a waste of time. But there is a meeting structure and cycle that is effective, and when done properly, helps you to get out of the box, work on your business so that when you jump back in, you now are supercharged and are focused on what needs to be done. Process. We have to document our process. When process sits in our employee's head or sits in your head, when you hand it to someone else, they don't effectively know what needs to happen. So we need to have documented processes for all of our functions, activities that go on. And we don't have to document 100%. I tell you what, if you document the 20% of the process that gets you 80% of the results, that's a pretty good start. So let's focus on getting something done. Progress over perfection. You're going to see that a little bit later as well. And then finally, exit. All right. Exit is a competency that measures our organization's readiness for a sale or for a leadership change. Maybe it's time for you to have a succession planning in place. And so this is that momentum. When everything is moving in the right level, that's the momentum you need to be able to exit effectively.